Hi, today's topic is creating our dream. My name is Anuschka Alborzian. I'm an empowerment health coach and healer, and I'm out here in San Diego.
And I'm Samar Tehrani. I'm a behavioral health professional. I'm an addictionologist, and I'm in Virginia.
East and West. So yeah, creating our dream. I feel like everybody dreams, right? Everybody has a dream, an ideal way that they would love everything to be in their life, right? I feel like every single person, I can't imagine one person that doesn't say, oh, I wish I had it this way, or I wish I had it that way. Now, what if you can have anything you want? What if anything is possible and you can create it, right?
Yeah, because I think when we say anything, sometimes it like scares people off. But let's be honest, like what I want in life is within my reach. The reason that I want that is because I can imagine that I can possibly have it. So then the next steps are to be able to become very clear in my head as to what it is, the details of exactly what I want, and the steps as to how to get there.
Mm-hmm.
That's all visualization.
Yeah, and when you say that, it's like, bless you. You okay? Yeah. Allergies. Oh, funnel allergies. Yeah, and I always believe if you can dream it, you can create it.
That's right.
If you can imagine it, you can create it.
And the reality of this is that this is one of the gifts that the human has. Like our intelligence is based on our history and our experiences, and then based on that, based on what we've lived, we create this imagination and this imaginary world. So if you can imagine that, if you can imagine that you have a set beliefs, set understanding of the world around you, and how you create now what's to come in the future, and it's really based on what your capabilities are, then that becomes anything, because that anything is very unique to you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. And to me, it's so, like we talked about the power of visualization yesterday, and I believe it to be so empowering. I mean, I'm an empowerment coach, right? So for me, it's a huge part of what I coach with all my clients. And one of the things that I've done for myself, and this is how I coach as well, is I'll always have people actually sit down and start writing what their future vision looks like. Like, what is it that I would love to have if they had everything? If you have everything your way, if you can have your way in your ideal life, what does that look like? And literally start dream writing and writing it out and getting really excited about it, right? As if you're really living it. And start writing out, who would you be with? What kind of person would you be with? What kind of house would you live in? What kind of health would you have? Where would are you going to have kids? Like everything, right? Like what does your career look like? And it could be bullet points, it could be a storytelling, it could be whatever it looks like, but really just getting it out there and not having I don't want this. Because then as soon as you say, I don't want this, the beauty of it, we've talked about contrast, but the beauty of that is like, okay, if you don't want that, what do you want? And that's what the future vision looks like. So that's really when we're starting to create our dream. That's what I did when I was going through my brain tumor journey. I created this dream of to 90 and beyond, but I first wrote it all out. And have I shared with you like the details of it? I don't know. So I remember, just when you hear prognosis, right? It's like, I really was like, okay, let me just make sure that I get this fear out of the way, because I had to get clear that, okay, yeah, I'm not going to die in 3 to 5 years. So I ended up writing out, well, what does it look like for me? What is my dream? What do I see? Like, where do I see myself living and, living until? And what came to me was just, and I wrote this all out, is to be with a bunch of my family and friends at 90 and beyond at a beach, sunset, beautiful time where everybody's just laughing and dancing and having a great time. And I literally, with my, you know, my husband, my kids, their kids, family's kids, like just all of us having a beautiful time. And that is what I ended up writing out an entire, like, I don't even remember if it was like a page or a paragraph, whatever it was, that's the vision that I created. And then from that, I created a vision board, which we'll talk about tomorrow.
Amazing.
And then I actually had other people, you know, I posted this, so I had a lot of my friends and family start envisioning that with me.
This is exactly how it works. I've heard of families that will do a vision board together, and they imagine as a family, and then, you know, whatever it is, like a summer house or a vacation, or because it doesn't even have to be something huge. It can be like a vacation. Let's imagine where we're going to go, where we are, you know, that experience, and draw it out, and then they end up doing it. And it's a lot of fun. And it really kind of also brings like communities and family units together. And it's such an amazing thing. And it's such a cool thing to do, because you kind of leave your current situation and you go into this creative, what do I want my life to be? And I will tell you, Anuschka, when I came back from Iran and I went to Southern California, and, you know, I'm not new to Southern California. My sisters have lived there forever. My parents have lived there for a long time. But in Southern California, I really didn't have a community other than my family, you know, the few family members that I had. And I started a practice from scratch, from like literally zero. And when I say scratch, I'm not talking just money. I am talking about, like, I knew no professionals in my field. I had to like get to it. And it was through visualization that I would do every day that I really kind of kicked off a good practice, like off the ground, within only a few months, like 7-8 months. And I would imagine, I remember my office was on the second floor, and I would imagine like walking down those steps and going to the waiting room and grabbing my patients and coming back up. And I would imagine my office phone would ring to let me know my patients were there. And at one point I envisioned this image of a person, and I kid you not, like 2 days later, this person showed up. And sometimes like you scare yourself, you're like, oh, that's like too much.
Well, it's like magic, right? It's like
it's very magical in that sense. Yeah. It is very magical.
Yeah, that's what I call. That's why when I say, you know, I always talk about magic. Like that is really what I'm talking about. It's just because we can create. To me, that's what magic is, right? Just creating something out of nothing. And nothing being that, you know, it's in our mind, but just like, boom, yeah, this is what I desire. And then, like we said already, it's not like gonna appear like this. It's just a matter of taking those actions and having the feelings and whatnot too. But yeah, and I love what you shared when the whole family, because that also, it's like multiple people, right? Multiple people, and that collective of more people having one vision actually gives that more power too. So that's actually like on a more spirit energy side of things, which is really awesome to do something like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's fun too.
Yeah,
fun.
Absolutely.
Fun into life.
So yay. So yes. So next Thursday, don't forget, we'll be doing our class.
Just a week from now.
Yep.
Now it's
Exactly. And we will have the registration link to you by tomorrow. So that way you can start registering.
Great. All right. I'll see
Bye.
you live tomorrow.
Oh yes, and live tomorrow.